We're live on a Mars day. Mars bars. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, first child of God, Lilith reincarnated. I'm making a bunch of noises because I'm going through my cards and I'm like, nope, nope, and nope, and nope, and nope. I am the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you would catch my last live video, anything I post on my community page, and the shit I dump in my shorts. What's up, what's up? It's an early bird special, I suppose. The early bird gets the worm, I suppose, if you're out there chasing worms. Let's start with the first thing that I posted. Somebody is struggling with heart chakra issues. I felt it yesterday. It came through. I woke up, I woke up from a nap, and it's literally what woke me up. Now, it doesn't mean your heart is hurting. You have to know the whole lineup of where it is. So, I pinpointed this. It was actually like in my right side, like above my ribs. And I had to follow the pain to the chakra point to see what it was. And I'm not sure if it's your solar plexus that's set off, but the two of them, whoever you are, your solar plexus and your heart chakra are blocking. So we're going to talk about those. And it's not even, it's poetic justice because we're starting yesterday in our cards. We ended with the world. And we looked and we saw the next card would be the Ace of Cups, which is about love. I'll read it in this. That's what I was like. I can feel it right now if I'm sitting here. Is it mine? No. How do I know? Because if it's my body, it'll keep the pain in the body for longer than just, during those moments. The waking moments are extremely difficult for me because I'm crashing back into my body. So I'm catching all the energy as I come into it. So as soon as my eyes open, I can hear everything and see everything until I can ground it. When you become a super psychic like me and you're tapped into the whole collective conscious, it's uncomfortable. But in the mornings and waking periods is when we read about that yesterday, is when I can tap into other people real heavy. I have to, I have to ground my energy, get everything off of my body basically, so that I can be free in it. And sometimes it'll be thoughts from the night before, leftover, conclusions, messages from the divine, whatever it is. But so I felt it yesterday and it was terrible. I threw myself into a spiritual bath to wash it all off and shit. And then I felt it again last night as I was going to bed. And that's it, where you're going, in between the worlds when you're leaving the body. And this morning. And so the heart chakra is all about love. That was like what we worked on since the beginning. That's how I became so powerful, is opening up my heart and working with my heart energy. And that's your divine feminine. So I'm not sure where to start with whoever we're starting with and how to start with this. But ultimately, this whole ascension is a descent from your mind, 22 centimeter descent from your mind to your heart that could take you lifetime after lifetime to start listening to your heart and not doing what your mind says. And that is what it is the battle of good and evil is between your heart and your mind. Your mind is all wicked and your heart is all good. So it could be that some of you are being pushed to open your heart and you're not doing it. I can literally tell you in the beginning of this, what started a lot of this, I actually had a panic attack. I believed that I was having a heart attack due to the diet pills they had put me on. So they did all of this stuff. They were checking my heart and all of this crazy stuff because of how it was going. But that's how it was. My first body mapping session that I did, guided by, it's a YouTube channel called Internal Family Parts Systems. I started with my heart because that's what was going crazy. My heart was hurting all the time, dude. My chest, I had unbelievable chest pains. So I did my first meditation. Ew. And I sat there, and that's where I tapped into my love for Bobby. Was hidden in there, and that's after I found the pain, the heart calmed down. The actual heart problems that I was having dissipated completely after I went in and I found what was causing this pain in my heart. It was an emotion and a memory, a repressed emotion and memory. So they attack. You have energetic fields throughout your body. You have 7 of them that light up. They're your chakra system. Okay, when your chakra system is blocked, it holds darkness in there, and those darknesses spread into your organs. These whole 7 chakras are in from your head to your torso. So we could still cut off your legs, and you could still have full energy and all of that good shit, as we know. But that's how it is. So we can literally repair a lot of your internal damage by just dealing with your mental and emotional damage. And that's how I started to lose weight. That's how I started to like reverse time, start looking, younger again, stuff like that. That's how I stay healthy, is because I don't carry the weight of my experiences hidden inside of my body. So yesterday I was talking hella shit, and I was talking about, you can see it physically on people, what they're hiding. So I call Denon Porter fat neck. He's the most fattest neck I've seen on a human being. Maybe there's fatter necks, but as a human being that I've seen regularly, he's got the fattest fucking neck I've ever seen. I'm standing in a shower in Oklahoma. I ask, why is his neck so fat? And Proof was standing in the shower with me. He says he's holding secrets. He knows about my death. And I jump out the shower and I talk to fucking Marshall. I could make a video about it. And I was like, that bitch has got secrets. He knows more than he's telling. He's holding fucking secrets. He's holding water. And it's in his fucking neck. Now you can watch how Kanye went from, healthy to the very pear shape that he is. Why? Where was it blowing up? His sacral. He had sexual secrets, bro. You can see it in their physicality. It holds weight. Literally. And then, you know what I mean, they have specific, problems. So, for example, I had a huge, terrible case of carpal tunnel. Terrible case. The hands are connected to the throat chakra. As I started speaking my truth, all of that started to go away. All kinds of shit, bro. All kinds of shit happens. When I let all that fucking shit off my chest, my boobs kind of went down a size or so. They're still double D's, but I feel like they just don't sit up like they used to. I just don't feel like they do. Shit like that. In the essence, I'd hate to say it, but you become, the weight is gone. So you become a little saggy. You're a little bit more relaxed in your weight. And that's why I was like, dude, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to let let the wrinkles show instead of trying to hold it all up and be all blown up with fucking secrets and lies. So it started with the heart, and that's how I get to every level. Bobby especially. Every time I open up my heart, I go against my mind, and I go to love someone against my better judgment. It takes me to a place, it ascends me through time. I stand in my way. I hold back my love, my kindness, my time, my energy. To protect myself, I just didn't give it to anybody. So every time I give love, obviously I receive it. But I'm breaking my ego. I'm breaking my structure. I'm breaking my programs. And so every time you open up your heart and follow your heart, you're getting closer to God, is how that works. So I want to start with that because this whole thing, the journey starts with how big can you open up your heart. The master manifester in this deck, the most powerful manifester in all of the cards, is the Queen of Cups. That's what energy you need to be in to manifest all good things. It's a fully opened heart, feminine energy. You're giving straight from your heart, so it's becoming real and it's never ending. You can just keep giving and giving and giving and giving because it's from your heart. It's a direct heart. It's direct to source. That's what you want to hope to get to. You would think the King of Cups, but no, the King of Cups by then has stopped the giving tree. and has known when and where to give. But you have to get to that place of always, you know what I mean, having it in you to be able to do that. And what it means is not finances, not Russ with his Apple Pay, not blowing cash away. It means love, time, time. To be able to sit there and give someone your time is the strongest amount of love. Going back to Bobby is like, you would never do that to me. I could never be in a relationship where you just abandon me for weeks and weeks and weeks where I'm getting no love. That's not a relationship. I understand that you guys, there's a bunch of you that have this created, but you create a loneliness, a separation anxiety, a pain. A relationship is supposed to be someone you come home to, not someone that you hope will come home one day. And so when I said that yesterday, it's like, dude, I feel so terrible for your fucking wife. And when you told me you're within an hour of her and you still don't go home, and you haven't been home in weeks, dude, that's terrible, bro. That's not a marriage, bro. Not for you, not for her. You're just trying to hold this fucking image, which is a lie, bro. And the fact that you got me all caught up in this, good Lord. I feel terrible for the both of you. But then it goes back to, Russ and Jonica. That's not love, dude. You want someone to love you, and it doesn't mean always spoiling you. And it doesn't mean having sex all the time. It's not always a physical exchange. To have someone by your side, a companion, you know what I mean? And that's where these codependencies can be brewed up real difficultly and shit. But, like, when we're talking about the Ace of Cups, we're talking about, how far are we, Marshall? How long has it took us to open up our heart again? How close are we to open up our heart again to someone else, to giving our time and energy after we've been used and abused by every single person we ever gave our time and energy and our resources and our love to? We have to repair that and go back out and do it again and do it better. And as God says, the rule is love them. Love them until it hurts. Never stop loving them. Just go love another. He doesn't want you to deny people love. He wants you to love them fully. And I'm sure that's probably what he told Jesus. Why? Because we can. We can give people something they can't find. Love. You know how good it feels for someone to show you love? You don't have to be in a relationship for someone to show you love. People on the street show you love. Your fans show you love. It's usually those closest to you that don't. You get no love. Okay, calm down, guys. In the essence, this is all about a journey of love, opening up your heart to giving and receiving again. And that's what unconditional love means. Without conditions. Okay, I'll love him if. And that's what God kept showing me with fucking Russ. I wouldn't love him unless he did everything right. And that's what everybody does. It's under this condition. Only these conditions. You have to meet these conditions for me to give you my love. And again, it happened to freaking Bobby. No, bro, I can't give you my love because of these conditions. It's always conditioned. So a couple weeks ago, I broke my conditions. I said, all right, I'm going to love you the way that I always love you and the way that you want me to love you and the way I want to love you. I'm going to love you. And I gave in fully and without any fight. And what happened? The actual fight disappeared. Literally, he did. Why? He's a runner. It's just a mirror thing. What would you do? Wouldn't you be scared? And he's scared of my witch. I told him I wanted to have sex under the full moon. I was like making it my fantasy. He didn't know if he was going to die in the woods with me. I don't know what he thinks. I don't know. Who cares? I've been asking all these guys to do the ritual sex under the full moon. They don't really want to be part of it. They're scared of shit of it. I guess. Whatever. I thought Wolfman wouldn't. He seems like a weirdo. He seems like a freak that would go for this. Sure. Let me just, I can see him slapping it up and whipping it out right away. Like, it does not matter who's watching kind of guy is that. Whatever the case may be. That was it. I can't love you. I can't love you because of this. I can't love you because of that. I can't love you because of this. I can't love you because of that. And it started with him, and it went on for everyone. Everyone I look at, it's like I deny them. I choose whether they are worthy or not of my time, energy, love, resources, everything. I will sit there all day choosing who to give a cigarette to instead of just giving them all cigarettes. Okay, first off, that's too much. That's too much. Can't give from an empty pack. Okay? And that's what I say a lot of times. I only got like 4, dude. I'm done. No, no, and no. So yesterday, I said a bunch of no's, and then Jude came up. I was like, oh, Jude, I'm going to give you the cigarette, but I got to tell you, I'm being a bitch, and I'm not giving nobody nothing. I realize it's coming to the end of the month, and nobody has nothing. That doesn't mean you take all of my something, because you have nothing. That's what I said out loud. And that's really what it is. Like, here they come. And that was it. Morgan's like, I watched her say no 5 times before you came up, Jude. I was like, by that time I was heated. And then I let that heat off on Morgan, too. I don't think it was the people that heated me. I think it was Morgan that ticked me off. Morgan looked so terrible yesterday. Said we were waiting on a message. What was that? It was a message, bro, and that's why I said this isn't a good look. Do you know how you're looking right now? You're looking not so good. No, of course she's looking worse and worse, bro. I hope she fucking went. No, I know she didn't. Because Diana said her cousin's in the back again. Of course he is. She looked bad, bro. Bad. She still has her hair in the same hair ties from a couple days ago. She hasn't slept, so her eyes are so fucking red. She's been fucking toasting out in the sun for 3 days. This is so bad, bro. Oh, God. There's a message to be seen. I'm like, oh, I'm staying inside. That's where it is. God wants me to go out and love these people. I'm like, oh, no. And that goes through the whole twin flames. Oh, I can't love Allie. He's like 20-something. No, I can't do it. Can't love Tree. Can't love Lewis. I can't love these guys. Had a bunch of reasons. They were just egotistical reasons. What stood between me and loving a guy like you? Me? Not really you. It's really the truth. I had to go through a lot of that. It's like, you know what I mean? Breaking my own rules, my own patterns, my own programmings to let myself love. To be a kind person. But, as they say in that card, it's like, as much as you know, as I'm seeing, what is it, the High Priestess card I think I'm seeing in my head? Hold on, let me see. I went to Temperance. I think it is the High Priestess card. Give me a second. I'm just seeing the writing on the, no, not the Lovers. Hold on. No, it wasn't. Maybe it's the Tower. It's the Tower. It's always the fucking Tower. Here it is, right here. I saw this. The candidate will go through a dark night of the soul during which everything is questioned. When the initiate's everyday life might be forcibly and painfully reshaped by the gods. The second degree candidate often seems to be regressing rather than progressing. Right? It's like, I'm trying to love you and I am going further away from loving you because I am like in some other shit. It's exactly what happened with the fucking dick pic. I was really trying to get close to you and then you sent me a dick pic and I got stuck in my trauma and it all began, I was like, fuck you. No, I don't want to date you. While the process takes place, sadly, this is the flip side of people coming into their power. Unless ego can be contained, a true second degree can destroy a candidate. The true initiate seeks to free the spirit from the chains of ego. And that's it. My heart is trying to force my mind to let me just be free. And I'd be like, no. And you look at the Bobby situation, like, what do they want? I had to take out my sexual frustration on him, apparently. And he wanted it too, but I wouldn't let it happen because of the marriage situation. I was like, I'm not having sex with a fucking married man. I said it again yesterday. I'm not having sex with a fucking married man. Well, I'd like not to. I've always liked not to be part of this, bro. I feel like there's a billion men out there that this could happen. But that's what you can't do, dude. You don't get this. It's not like, oh, he's so sexy. Dude, I could sit there looking at Lewis and get excited. It's not that kind of excitement. It's love, bro. I don't get to choose it. And that's why I was so pissed off about it yesterday. It's like, why can't I just want to love someone else In the sense of we're talking sex, but I'm seeing it. Why can't I just want to give myself to someone else? You don't get to choose who you love. And that's the fucked up part about this Lilith Adam situation, is I chose not to love him. I don't get to this time. I don't get to this time. I don't get to choose who I give my body to. Fucking God. You serious? I mean, I'm a celibate priest, and he's the only man I've slept with in 8 years, and we're still pulling the card saying this. He's the only one I'm thinking about doing it with. I try to think about, someone else. It's not about thinking about it. It's the actual attraction. So then I tried to break it down. I was like, okay, so myself feels comfortable with him because we've done it before. And that's what I saw is the pattern, the self, the conscious self feels good around him. I saw it when I sat down with him. I started talking dirty to him. Then I gave him a hug, and I had all these feelings of what I can only describe as probably him in my guts. I was trying to understand this. Like the memories are there, hidden somewhere. And so when I get around him, the fucking self, a part of me that I don't know, wants to go crazy with this guy. It doesn't turn on for anyone else, bro. And I'll look at him like, why this guy? You can't have this guy. Pick another guy. God. I'm serious. I'm not asking anyone else, and no. So then it's like, fuck. You don't get to choose who you love, who you're attracted to. You know what I mean? You'll look at people like, I would never sleep with that fucking person. That's your ego, bro. That's your ego, bro. You could end up straight bent over for that person having the best sex of your life if your fucking ego wasn't in the way. What is his power? Nothing. The fact that I love him. He has no power. He's just a plain old man. He's so plain. And he's completely off limits for that fact. It's like, I could do so much better with my life. I didn't get to choose. I woke up and I can't make it go away. We're talking 3 years. So finally I was like, all right, I'll just fuck you and it'll go away. I'll fuck the shit out of you and this will end. Well, that's what I thought. Either this is going to end or this is going to start. And so I was like, 3 weeks, we could do a lot of damage in 3 weeks. He said he was around for like 3 weeks. I was like, oh, this could be dangerous. In the essence, I was like, and the girls were like, well, it'll probably be sucky. And then he's like, I have a small dick. And I was like, okay, well, then let's just get this over with. And maybe I can get rid of this feeling. That's where I was mentally. Where were you? I was trying to finish this. Finish him. But it didn't work. He calls me the devil. I'm not sure anymore. I mean, they've called me that forever. In the essence, I've just been trying to make this go away from the beginning. The rest of them, it wasn't so bad. Go love them. I loved them till I scared them away. And every time I come back, it scares them. This guy, no, he'll pick up the phone and play games like he really is going to do something about it. And that gets exciting, and then he runs away, and I'm like, oh, another one bites the dust, huh? There goes my boat. There's my twin flame journeys just fucking taking their own solo road there. So the heart wants what the heart wants, and if you don't give it, it drives you crazy. I can tell you from the beginning, dude, when I discovered I had these feelings for him, and I kept trying to get him to turn off and stop thinking about him, and stop. It was driving me crazy, and I had to literally tell him, hey, bro, I love you, and I have to love you, otherwise I'm going to go fucking crazy over here. Which is, all I had to do was come to the acceptance. And I don't know what that meant to him. He doesn't know what love is. Every time I look at him, I'm sure I love you more than your wife, and you still can't understand that. Oh, I don't know. And they think I want something. I want to get away from this, to be honest. I really don't want anything but for it to stop, to be honest. But loving you and all of them opens a part of me that's never been opened before, where you get to see this loving side of me that never existed. But what you don't see is the fight of you do actually, me going through my brain to love you. Like, going back to Russ. It's not that I don't love Russ. I would have to fight my ego all day. My desire to want to slap this guy and say something mean to him. I do. I've always wanted to slap the shit out of him. How many times? Just once. Just once, like one of those, you know that TV show where they slap just once for everything you've said and done. I just want to slap the shit out of you, and then we can move on. You ready for that? In the essence, it's like, no, it's not that I can't love Russ. It's just I'd have to deal with my ego of, my feelings, of, my thoughts about him. My feelings, I don't feel shit about it. I feel sorry for him all the time. But let my brain get in, and I get so disgusted with him. He irritates my ego, which is my way of life. I had a way of life before I came like this, and I have to break that way of life to live a better life. Which is like, bro, ugh. And that's love your enemies. You're not my enemy. You sure try to be. But it's like, I would never. That's what I mean. It's like people like you, and then you realize there's a lot more of them than there are you. You're going to have to learn to accept these people. I do not accept them. Anyway, so this whole thing, whatever is going on in your heart, is you need to listen to it, find out what it wants, and give it what it wants. You're going to learn the hard way that you don't give your mind what it wants. You give your heart what it wants. Self-discipline is saying no to your mind. Self-love is saying yes to your heart. And that's a hard journey. And so it's like, please don't make me fuck him. God damn it. Damn it. Don't make me do this. Why? Because there's the possibility this doesn't work at all. And I end up just having a great time and more in love. That's not what I'm looking for here. Damn it. I'm serious. Why? Because he's still married. Hello. The barrier is still there, people. So I just don't want to deal with this. That's like looking at Russ. What if you hung out with him and you really loved him? He's still got his mom and his whole issues on his phone and life. There's still a lot of conditions that stand in between. Like, he's going to irritate. No, I don't want to. Why does it have to be so difficult with you fuckheads? Why do you have to have... And that's what he said. Why does someone have to ruin their life for you to feel loved? Bitch, you need to ruin your life to have my love. Seriously. And your life is already ruined. You're ruining it loving me. Quit playing around. If it was all about sex, he would have answered the call. You'd have made that work. If it was all about sex, he's been waiting for this forever. He would have made that work. He knew this was going to be bad. If I do this, this is going to hurt everybody. And that's the difference. He really does care about everybody else but himself. In the essence, it's like you're still not a good guy. You're not doing what your heart desires is not making you a good guy. I just want to point that out. All of us look at that situation. And I don't want to be part of this. I told you from the beginning. It's like all the people to love has to be this guy. And that's where it starts out. It's like, why do you love them? I don't know. I didn't fall in love with them. My heart loved them and I couldn't control it. And I have to just go with it. It's part of the twin flame thing and it's sickening. It's like, I don't even know you, bro. I don't even know you, bro. I don't even know you. Ugh. It's not physical with Kanye, but it's the same love, bro. I fucking love Kanye. I fucking love Kanye. If I give him my energy, I'll cry. I'll hurt with him. I'll think about his children. I'll think about his ancestors. Everything. I hurt for Kanye, bro. That's what it means to love someone, when you hurt for them. You've seen me. I'll cry about Lewis all the fucking time. I'll cry about Marshall. I'll cry about all of them, bro. I hurt for them. I love for them. Like, they're strangers in this life, supposedly, but as you can see, I know them more than anybody else does. Why? Because the core of their being is what I know. This is just for show. It is. And that's what I show you as I pull off the pieces of their fake, facade, their masks. We pulled apart Slim Shady. We pulled apart Eminem. Now what do you got? You got Marshall Mathers. You're seeing him. Real him. Took all those layers of what he has been, and he's showing you who he is. By what? Becoming something new. It's really cool. So the beginning of this story is opening up your heart. And so whoever you are, the first 3 oils I got, and I didn't think about it till I sat down here. I have heart chakra oil, throat chakra, and solar plexus. You need your confidence. You need your heart, and you need your voice. Okay, all these other oils, everybody asks me what I do with them. I put them on my third eye. This is Leo. This is the bridge. They're all feminine oils. Typically, I have some Cronus. I have some Neptune. There are a couple of oils of the masculine energy. But no, I put them on my third eye so I can channel my visions through the oils, right? So I wanted to teach you that. But those oils, you know what I mean? So I'm always lubricate. I put more third eye chakra. I don't do it that much anymore because the third eye is open, so I can just leave it open. But if I want to channel it through something, you know what I mean? I'll put my Lilith or my Hecate or my Isis so I can see through that time, have the vision of the Isis. So I'm always, using my third eye so I can see. But you need the throat chakra so you can speak, bro. We're scared to speak our truth. We're scared to speak up. We're scared to have deep conversations. You need that throat chakra so that you can let out the darkness, right? You need the heart chakra because that's what's fueling this entire awakening is your heart. And you need your solar plexus. Solar plexus is your God energy, and that's your confidence and your willpower. You need those three most of all. And when I set out into that journey, those are the three that I used. I use the throat chakra for every time the kids get sick, every time they got a cold, anything like that. You can smell it. It smells like some vapor rub or some shit. The heart chakra, I don't know, it's down there, but it's important. You can feel when your heart hurts, dude. When your chest hurts, you put some of that on and it opens it up. I'm a spiritual healer, and we use all of these as a witch. I'm teaching you the remedies. And you need to ultimately listen to your heart. It hurts. That's what was wrong with me. My heart hurt. What did it want? Ugh. It wanted to love and be loved. And that's why, as much as I hate him, I love him because he woke up my heart. It was him that made my heart want to try again. I knew it was impossible. But I went with it. And that's why I would yell at God, why, God? Why did you... Because if you didn't believe in him, you weren't going to believe in anyone. And so he kept having me fall in love or open love to these impossibilities. But it was that the impossibleness would push me into impossibilities, right? Because of my willpower to make things happen. I was going to do whatever it took to try to love this person. And so the harder it was, the more it pushed me. The circumstances didn't change. It changed me. If this isn't going to work, then let me try a different thing. Let me try a different thing. And all my ways of trying to love them, I had to face me and why I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to break this door down. And that's where I am with all of them. I'm going to figure this out, Bobby. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to break this connection where I can be free from it. In the essence, how do I get free from it? Do I really want to be? Or what's the pain of it? Loving someone that you can't love fully is what hurts. And that's what I realized. It was better to have loved him and lost him than to have never felt like this before. Because I never did. It wasn't an obsession. It was painful. It was painful, and I see Russ. It's like I just wanted to love him. Not physically, not own him. I just wanted to give him my love and help him. Make his life better. Some of you, when you say I want to love someone, what does that look like? What are you trying to give to them? And that's what I was trying to tell him. It's like you're trying to limit how I can love you. You say I can only love you in this way. But I want to give you more of me than just that. And that's where my growth is I want to give so much of me to a person, which is my love. And you see this huge rehabilitation in the 3 years where I want to, but you can see the ego, especially on a Monday, pop back up and say, nah, because I'm in my mind and my emotion, in the ego. I'm in the conscious. And my conscious programming is, I don't want nothing to do with this because it always ends up fucking painful. That's your brain. It'll always keep you away from it. But your heart's like, come on, we'll be okay. Let's go do this. It'll be fun. Oh, I'm going to get hurt. No, you'll be okay. It'll be fun. And that's really what it is you don't want to put yourself out there because you don't want to get hurt, humiliated, fail, any of that shit. You don't want to love someone unless they love you back. You don't want to get rejected. You want to control this. And that's conditioned love. You'll only actually go talk to a person that you feel comfortable talking to. Your type person. The type of person that makes you feel comfortable to talk to. Right? Stuff like that. So you're limiting your love right there. Your love to give and your love to receive. Just showing you all that. So let's start here. Ace of Cups. You were born out of a cosmic... How funny. I've been using this term for days. A cosmic soup of possibilities. That's what I said. It's like a soup. It's like a cauldron. It's like a waterfall or something. The eternal return. Feathers glisten in the sun. You leave behind the vessel. The egg's empty shell, and become aware of your new purpose. In another heartbeat, you can spread your wings and find your heart's desire. Keywords: dreams manifested, birth, renewal, powerful emotions. The Ace of Cups is your heart, bro. It starts with your heart and love. That's what started my whole journey, bro. And it's about to happen. You know, it started in September. I released my first song, my first single, on Labor Day weekend. And he contacted me a week later to tell me how great the song was and congratulations on, living my dream. And all he did was contacted me, and all this this repressed emotions and love came to the surface. And it started all of this. He started my awakening. He made me realize that I was asleep. So I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for all of them. And in the end, what do you want to do? You just want to love them, bro. You just want to help them. You want to do what you always wanted to do with less restrictions again. It's like, okay, maybe I don't want to marry you, but I still want to love you. I still want to help you. I want to make your life better like I always did. That's what it is. It's like, I didn't see you in the form of, you're going to make my life better. I saw that I could love you and we could be happy. My love for you would make us happy. That's believing in me, not you. I had no reason to believe that you were going to love me back. And then the further I stood back, it's like, why did you believe Marshall was going to be able to love you the way you love? It wasn't about what he was going to give me. It's how much I wanted to give to him. You don't understand that. Nobody does. It's like, it's not what you give. It's what I give. And I want to give this to you. Why? Because I have the fucking urge to. Why me? God said. I wonder that I gave up wondering why you. I actually realized that later because we've known each other in other lives. But it's just that, And then a lot of you in the codependent side is like, you want somebody to make your life better. You want them to give you resources and sex and love and money and affection. I didn't honestly think that Russ could give me any of that. I just wanted to... This sounds wrong. Give you a good time, bro. We'll have a good time. Your life will be better hanging out with me. Always is. That's what I saw. But you don't see that, when your heart shut down. It's like, what did you think would happen with Marshall? I'd be able to love him. I can't tell you what their love returned looks like. All I can see is how badly I want to love you. And it doesn't come with that. But the rejection is, why won't you just let me love you? Why are you so afraid of letting me give you time and energy? Conversations, laughs. You know what I mean? Because of circumstances, as they may be. You're a poor chick and I'm a celebrity. That is a dumb-ass answer. That is the dumbest answer that any of you could come up with at this particular time and space. Because you know what? You were a poor-ass fucking motherfucker that celebrities didn't fuck with either. Change the pattern, buttholes. That was a dumb answer I heard. My fucking financial status denies me love and affection. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly, girl. Anyway, so the whole story starts with love. All you need is... And that's how I keep getting here. Every time I go through a huge battle and I face my mind, and I allow myself to open up my heart to new possibilities of things I was too afraid to do because I was too rigid in my beliefs. That's what I told him when I first contacted him. I was like, all right, God wants me to negotiate with you, and I don't want to negotiate, but he's pointed out that I'm very rigid and that I won't get close to you because of your marriage, and that if I just put the marriage aside, that I should just get close to you and then everything would be okay. What are you doing this weekend? You want to have sex under the full moon? I have a great idea. What are you talking about? Yeah. He's like, I feel like you're planning something. I am. I've been planning this for forever. Just not necessarily thought it was going to be you and then we would be doing this. But hey, you want to? Ding, ding, ding. The number you have called has been disconnected. Just kidding. I mean, ultimately. And then it turns into, fine, I'm going to talk hellish shit on the way out. Talk all kinds of shit then. I'm going to be an asshole about it. Not very healthy. Where are we at? Well, that's where you want to be. Why? Because the Nine of Cups is good, bro. You want to be in love. That's what all the cups are. All the good shit comes in the cups, which is your emotions, bro. You want to be filled, emotionally fulfilled. The Nine of Cups, no, that's the Nine of Coins. That's a good one, too. Nine of Cups is happy snappy, bro. That's me. This card is often called the best card in the Minor Arcana, the Wish card, or just happiness. And that's it. Why are you always happy? Because I don't have anything to worry about. You have nothing to be happy about. I have nothing to worry about. That keeps me happy. The only thing that keeps you happy is the things you stress. If you weren't stressing, you'd be chilling like me. Everything'd be cool. But you're stressing the things of this world, so you're not happy. My happy doesn't come from something. It comes from inside. And the same thing is my unhappiness. You can't make me unhappy. It's feelings and thoughts inside of me that take away from my happiness. So I spend a lot of time, keeping myself happy snappy. I'm just saying. All is going well for you. Relationships, emotional fulfillment, health, and material success. I mean, you look at all that and you're like, my relationships are non-existent. I'm emotionally fine. My health is good. I'm materially still where I am. No gain, no loss. You feel as though you are where you belong. You can take satisfaction in what you've achieved. Celebrate, look forward to the future. What have I achieved? That alone? Not stressing? I used to stress everything, bro. I used to stress myself out, stress my children out, stress people around me about what's happening, what are we doing, what are we going to do about this, and let's do something. I'm very action-driven. So I always wanted to have my hands in shit and always wanted to be doing some shit. Want to be powerful, want to be part of. It's very stressful. So, that's it. Just being chill, bro. Like, you would notice, like, if you knew that with me, you'd be like, that was the one word you really wouldn't use in referring to Lisa. She's anything but chill. I'm anything, you know what I mean? Am I masculine? Anything but chill. And that's like looking at Kobe. Why did, they're me. I was them in a masculine form. Like, put a dress on me and watch me go. I guess. Just being able to relax, bro, and not stress about the things of this world is the ultimate achievement. To know that God is in charge. It's not to say that everything will stay like this and it'll stay calm. There's lots of rifts and, through the waves and shit, but you just, every time the fucking elevator goes up and it fucking falls to the ground, you know that God's there. And when that door opens, God's on the other side. And that God's pulling this ride and that God's, you know what I mean? That's the achievement. Is when you're back to God and He's in charge. And you don't have to feel alone out here and fighting the world for your place. But just knowing that you're right and you're in the right place and, God's got His place and you got yours. You want to get to that place where, you're God is in your home like He is with mine, and He tells you, all right, He's literally part of the family. You know what I mean? Like, the kids know, I gotta go talk to God about this. You know what I mean? It's like, but you gotta put him back in charge. Instead of taking all charge. He tied my hands behind my back. I couldn't do anything. So I had to forcefully surrender to His rule. And after so long, you realize that He rules. And it's easier just to let Him rule. You can take satisfaction in what you've achieved, celebrate, and look forward to the future. Meaning every day I would stress what the next day would look like. Where would I be in a couple of months? What's my future going to look like? Am I going to be here forever? When am I ever going to get out of this situation? What can I do to fix my situation? How can I make this better? Always trying to make things better, but making them worse, I think, is probably what was happening. I wasn't grateful. I guess that's the biggest thing that makes you, chase is your ungratefulness about the situation. You don't want to be in your situation. Nobody wants to be where I am. And that's, I saw the guy yesterday. I hadn't seen him for a while. He's like, he's stressing because, the new year, they don't know what's going to happen. I gave him nothing but hope, where it changed his whole thing. I was like, look, first off, you're looking at a new year. Second, this company is coming in to help people. Do you really believe that they're coming in with fucking, 40 new employees and they're going to wipe you guys all out? They're here to help people. That's the whole reason they're getting into this position. They want to help the homeless families. They think they can do better than Salvation Army did. Do you think they really want to get rid of you? If they see that you have a Salvation Army attitude, then probably. But if you're going to help them help the people, then why shouldn't they just keep you on the payroll? And that's what everyone's worried about, them losing their jobs when this new company comes in. And I was like, so I told him about that. I was like, and if not, then that just means that God has a better plan for you. Come the new year, you will have a new life. But think about it, dude. These people are coming in with the intentions of helping. The last thing they want to do is hurt people, and that would include the people that work here. It's like, thank you, I needed that. I know, I could see it. Every time you walk out, your head's down and you're stressed the fuck out about your future. You can't spend every day worrying about what you don't know will happen. And that's what it is. They have no idea what will happen until December 31st. They don't know if they should be looking for a job because they don't know if these people are going to come in and on January 1st say they don't have no job. They don't know what to do. Should I just get a new job because, they're going to take mine? And that's where the fears will eat them up. They don't know. So they're trying to get ahead of the unknowing so that they avoid failure. But you don't know. So just enjoy your day is what I told him. You don't know, but you can't stress this for 4 months, bro. God will tell you what to do. If he's telling you to get a new, then that's what you do. If he's telling you to be still in the storm, then that's what you do. If God's not telling us to run, then we stand still, bro. And that's where it is. Nobody wants to be here, bro. And that's where I was very uncomfortable. And I get there when I'm meeting my social worker. I'm like, bro, I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here. I know I'm not going anywhere. God said, for the next school year, he told me in January, the next school year I will put you somewhere and you will not be moved around for that school year. I already know I'm stuck here until fucking May. Am I going to sit here unhappy about it, or am I going to be grateful and try to find peace in it and try to make the best of this? I didn't want to be in it, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't want to be in my car for fucking 5 months. But he knew what was best. So he says this is best for me and my family, so I have to go with it. I would have loved to get out of a shelter by now. I would have loved to have figured this all out all by myself and been back on my place, but he said it's not time. He has a plan. It means that I'll fail without, This is the best thing for my family right now. We need this. We still need this structure and this security. Because realistically, we don't have any outside. That's what brought us here. Most of these people do. Something goes wrong, they're going to call their friends or family, or they're going to go stay somewhere else. We don't. We go back to the car, and we went back to God into the woods. And he doesn't want us to do that. And that's okay. I trust him. But be careful not to take it for granted. You'll still need to work to keep it up. Yeah, I still have to do what I have to do. And that's where it is too, is I'm still planting seeds of trying to get a job. I'm still trying to get my life better. I'm still giving it effort, but I'm not stressing it. I'm not sitting there on the ground waiting for my fucking plant to grow. You know what I mean? What am I hearing? A watched pot never boils. This card assures you that if you're doing worthwhile work, you will be taken care of. You may never be rich, but your needs will be met. And that's it too. It's like I don't stress. I'm very minimal because he taught me to be humble and minimal, and that's all I worried about. You know what I mean? The kids, I can't. The kids started school. You know what I mean? Well, he starts in 2 days, but all the things that parents stress, it's like they weren't even stressing it. It's me. You know, they need this and they need that and this and that, and I let it go, and God met all their needs. Everything just worked out beautifully, and that's what it is when you let go and let God, He lets things go smoother. All right, reverse meaning. You are disappointed that everything you wish for in life did not materialize. Well, I mean, guys, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a home. I haven't started my actual anything. I'm not, here we go, Lewis. We're not where we want to be. But we are where we're supposed to be. Perhaps you missed chances or spent too much time satisfying transority desires such as casual sex, parties, drugs, alcohol, or food. Well, at least you have something to blame for it. All mine is God says I'm not ready. I can't even say I fucked this up. Just God says plain out, you're not ready. Not ready to go out into the big world yet. Not by yourself. Oh well. Perhaps your low self-esteem has allowed others to take advantage of you. Perhaps. This marks the end of a cycle, and it's never too late to change. Meditate on the nature of abundance. Abundance means different things to different people, bro. It's like you see abundance as money, as wealth, as that. Some people, it's like, I just want to be healthy again. They'd be happy if they could just be healthy. They'd be happy if they just had their family. Abundance means happiness, bro. What brings you happiness? Focus on that happiness, and if it's something you can put in your life, then put it in. But it's not something like sex, parties, drugs, alcohol, or food. You keep doing that, and that's not making you happy. Sounds like fun, though. I want some sex and parties. I'll pass on the alcohol, but what kind of food? It's probably going to give me fucking diarrhea or fucking constipation. Seriously. Oh, look. I pulled 2 cards. We have the 7 of Wands and the Fool card. When I pulled it, I saw the Fool most of all. Because you have to take a leap. It's the beginning of a journey. And that's it too, as we're starting the journey all over with listening to our heart again. That's all we're doing around here. Is listening to you listen to the mind and the heart, and you put them together to make, to take action. Right now, what's my mind saying? That my stomach is hungry. About it. I told you why I avoid things, and it's like it's just your ego, bro. Your mind's telling you no, and I could sit here all day and tell you why it says no. It doesn't change my heart, and it doesn't change yours. Your heart language is very different from your mind, and that's where you have to learn to work with your heart, and that's how all these clear senses and psychic abilities and knowing comes from. Because the heart knows what the mind doesn't. You learn to teach the mind to submit to the heart, and that takes a long time. But now my mind does. And then that happened about 2 months ago, where I went into my Empress mode, where I could finally that's what I was fighting, was the ego. Which is what? I was fighting the Emperor mode to be the Empress. I was all action orientated. I needed to just, in essence, you can't be taken care of in a relationship if you're just trying to take care of the relationship. It's kind of what my Holy Spirit told me. I don't know. It starts with love. And again, that's what I felt in my heart, and that's probably it. Our hearts are breaking open to a new level of love. And that's what the beginning is. And you hope for that. You hope that you can love again. That's what this whole journey is to love again. To love again. So you look at someone like Marshall and myself and others, it's like we're opening our heart. What's wrong with Lewis? Why did Lewis cut off love to the others? Because he made his job more important than himself. Lewis is a very loving man. He just didn't have time to love. He didn't give himself time to love someone else. Many people want to love these men. And the same goes for me. It's just I don't let them. Why? Because of my ego. They're offended by my attitude. Your ego is your attitude. You know? And that's where we got to work on our little attitude problems. Why isn't Kim Kardashian in a loving fucking relationship? She's got one hell of an ego. She's worth it. She's kind. She's loving. She's too what? Independent. She's too driven. She's too much in her masculine energy. You can't compete with her. So you don't even go near her. She's just a woman, as am I. And that's the thing too, is like, how come people don't, make attempts to date you? Because you're unavailable and they know it. They don't want to. Is that the mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Hey, I love you guys. We'll do something else later, but basically, I guess that's all it was about, was opening up your heart. This is where it all starts. You have to listen to it. It has a lot to say. And the more you act in your heart, doing what it says, which is a fight against the mind, bro. You'll sit there and your thoughts it's you versus you. I told you, you can see it in all my videos, bro. It's my mind versus my heart. My heart is trying to tell my mind what to do. And my mind is trying to tell my heart to shut the fuck up and not do nothing. If I did that, I'd never do nothing. My brain's afraid of everything. No, I'm not going there. My heart's like, come on, we're going. We're going. We're going. It'll be okay. You need that. You need that. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. Laters, haters. Open up your heart. Listen to some... I was going to say some heart-filled music. That might break your heart. That's okay. You need to go into the heartbreak to open it up. Hey, I love you. Laters. Bye.